Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I'm gonna be testing out in multiplayer the beautiful car that you see on the screen right now, which is the Lamborghini Sian. And yes, as a tested, not necessarily a pro test, and I will explain why, but I definitely want to drive this car because it is the car of the moment, because it's on sale, and you might be thinking, DBT, is it worth getting? Well, we're gonna talk about it. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Because doing these things help the channel to continue to grow, it keeps me going and it allows me to continue making these videos for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for some more Asphalt 8 right here. Now, as I just mentioned, I wanted to make this video not necessarily as a protest, because in fact earlier this year I already made a protest for this exact same car when it was going to be available for a racing pass. I put the link in the top right if you want to watch the entire protest with the drift test and all of that stuff, right? But over here I wanted to delve into this topic again because the car has been made available not in a racing pass but instead for tokens. That's right. There is a sale that you probably have seen already happening where this car is available for 9,000 tokens, which obviously is quite pricey. But at the same time, you're going to be getting an amazing performer and quite the looker of a car. So what's not to like about that? Obviously, you can also purchase it with, what is it called, vouchers. But you know, that's the premium currency, so let's forget about that. If you do have the 9,000 tokens and you're thinking, oh man, this car looks great, but is it really good? Again, check out the protest, but over here we're just gonna drive it. And I want to talk about how it seems that a lot of people have gotten the opportunity to get this car through this sale because, oh boy, have I been finding a bunch of these Sians in the races. But alright, you know how we can find out and see if there's a lot of them? That's right, by playing multiplayer. Alright, before I jump into the actual race, just as a quick reminder, Lamborghini Sian, it's a Class S car of a rank of 1861, which is, you know, on the better side of Class S, not as high obviously as the highest ranks of 1864 or 65, but it's still a really good performance. And while the stats over here don't tell us a whole lot in terms of how this performs, I still wanted to show it to you with the tuning kit because, hey. And if you're curious why your Sian doesn't look like this, is because I do own this decal. I don't remember when or how I got it, but yeah, there's that. There's a couple others, but you need to purchase them for vouchers, and I don't want to do that, so instead I'm going to jump with my fancy livery of the Sian. Otherwise, the default color is pretty dope as well. And alright, we start in Azure. I never know how to pronounce this. I always just call it Monaco because no matter how many times I look up how to pronounce this word, I can never remember. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to make this video in particular is because, as I just mentioned earlier, currently there's a lot of Sians to be found in multiplayer. At least I found a lot of them in Master Season. Because as I mentioned before, I think I did it on a live stream, or maybe I did it for the Pro members. You should join the Pro membership for access to exclusive videos and all of that stuff. Regardless, I've been saying how I've been doing more Master Season precisely because I need to grind for the multiplayer badges. And that is because recently they made the Revuelto available for the badges. And well, while I already have the Revuelto, there's a couple of other cars that I don't currently own. And I don't know, maybe if GameLove decides to start putting some other rarer cars as well, even if for very high prices, I need to be ready with some of those vouchers, no, not vouchers, badges, multiplayer badges to buy those cars. For example, imagine if they sell the Centenario, or they sell the Authentica, or any other car that I don't know, like the Pagani, what is the one that I'm missing? The Utopia, things like that, right? So that's why I have oh Jesus, been wanting to save and grind a little bit there, and precisely I'm playing a bunch more of Master. No, I missed out the Nitro bottle. God damn it! It's fine. I don't need Nitro. You see, I can do well without Nitro. I've been grinding it a bunch, and in that grind is when I've been seeing a lot more Sians, which is not something that you would see often, but hey, you know, it happens. Alright, a 5th place is not a fantastic result, but it's fine. And I may or may not have called some of the rumors to join us with some more Sians. Now, I understand I'm not making this better by bringing more Sian into the races, but look at that. There's Lemon in the Sian. There's me. There's Alan as well. I see another Sian by Shenny. I don't know who that is. But yeah, that's kind of dope. Let's see if we can get more Sians into the races. Now, to be completely honest with you, I feel like I am making things worse by bringing even more Sians, and it does worry me a little bit if we're gonna start seeing a crazy surge of Sians, but I think it's really just gonna be... Ooh, I'm starting in pole position. I think it's just gonna be a temporary thing while the car is available. Obviously, a lot of people are gonna be able to acquire this car, and they're gonna be using it, but it's never gonna be something as crazy spammy as, for example, the Centenario used to be back as the Centenario used to be back in the day. And for anybody that doesn't know, yeah, when I started playing this game like 5 years ago, whenever that was, oh, I see someone else. Alan brought the same livery that I'm using. I see what you're doing. Yeah, when I started playing this game, without going too much into the history of my history in the game, the Centenario was the super spammed Lamborghini that you would see in classes. And that's because the Centenario was way easier to upgrade than the Sian. Both of the cars were available at the time that I started playing, but the Centenario was the spam one because... Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh god, I thought I was gonna get knocked down over there. Because it was just so much easier to upgrade than the Sian was. And to be fair, the Centenario was... I mean, it still is a pretty good car, but it was really amazing at the time. So yeah, you would see a lot of Centenarios, and it was particularly boring because the Centenario doesn't really have color options. So all that meant is that you would see a bunch of black cars, the same car all around in all of the races. It was so annoying. All right, so let's see how many Sians did we get this time. There's Alan's Sian, there's my Sian, and then there is also Lemon's Sian, and that's it. Just 3 Sians. Come on. I'm waiting for everybody else to bring Sians. What's happening? But I suppose to answer the question as to whether or not this is a car that you should be going for, if you have the tokens, this absolutely is worth it. As I mentioned in the pro test, which again I already linked, I think I'll put the link in the description as well, just in case you missed out the pop-up. But this car is actually really good. It's really good. It may not be a king nowadays. I don't think it ever really was a king, but it was a really strong car. Nowadays, it remains quite strong. Yeah, sure, it might not be, you know, Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute or Hennessy Venom tier of performance, but it's still a very good car in general. Simply because the acceleration of this car is really good. The nitro on this car is really good. The handling, it's alright. The drift, it's alright. In that sense, the Centenario has better handling and drift. But to be fair, the Centenario... Oh god, oh, I thought I was gonna do a half barrel roll over there. The Centenario has a lot of physics issues, so that's something else to consider. And besides, the Centenario is not on sale right now, so that's not the topic. But yeah, this is legit a very good car to drive overall. And it seems that nowadays, this is somewhat rare. You know, because I acquired this car for free a long time ago when it was part of a... Ooh, oh, I got a 3rd place, nice. I got this car through the festivals, which I'll explain in a second what it was. I wasn't quite sure or aware as to how rare it is nowadays, but let's see. Oh, look at Lemon with the Sian on the 1st place. Very nice. There's me on the Sian, Alper on the Sian. There's Phoenix on the Sian. Oh, you love to see it. So just to clarify what I said a little bit earlier regarding the car being for free or that I got it for free. For anybody that, you know, started playing in the last couple of years this game, you may not be aware that what we know now as car hunts, it used to be called festivals before, and it was basically the same shape of the event, the same idea. They just renamed it and changed a couple things over there. But back in the day, in festivals, we used to get cars for free, even Class S cars, and you might be thinking, wow, that is amazing. Oh my god, you guys had it so good back then. Well, there was a massive caveat. Back in the day, and that is why I mentioned that the Centenario was easier to upgrade than the Sian. Because the Centenario was not a festival car. But the Sian was, I believe it was even the first festival car ever. And the thing about festival cars is that they were very difficult to upgrade. Because you needed to own... Oh crap, I missed the perfect knife. Because you needed to own a bunch of kits. Now, nowadays you might see kits and you're like, oh, well, come on, it's easy to get the kits. You just convert the wildcards and all that. But back in the day, there was no such thing as wildcards. And the only way that you could get the kits was either by purchasing them or by, when the festival was happening, you could compete in certain events that require other cars. And hopefully you would get a good position and get an amount of these kits. So that's how it used to be, and like I said, there were no wildcards. Woo! Oh my God! How? What happened there? I don't know. I was quite content to get the 2nd place, but something happened and I got a 1st. All right, that looks fine by me. All right, so that was my Sian, Alper and Sian. Let's see, Phoenix Sian, Sian is Sian. Oh, you love to see so many Sians, such beauties. And we're back to Monaco. But anyway, coming back to the topic of the festivals. So yeah, it was actually difficult for you to get the kits because, again, I don't remember the exact numbers, though I'm sure I made some videos on that, but who knows, maybe they're not available anymore. But the point is that you would need to do a certain cup and get a bit of the kits, and that was still not enough. it was a pain in the rear side in order to do that. And once the festival ended, that's all that you got for the kits. There was no way for you to acquire kits. Let's say that the festival for the Sián happened, and you know, I was able to get 20 kits out of the, I don't remember how many it needed back then, but it needed a bunch. So let's say that I got a quarter of all of the kits. Well, that's it. My Sián will stay a quarter upgraded because come on! I think it was a Sián on Sián action right there. Someone pushed me and whatever. So yeah, let's say that you quarter upgraded your Sián. Well, that's how your Sián would stay, because there was no way to upgrade it any further. There were no wild cards. There was no other way to get kits until the car was featured somewhere else at some other point. But yeah, you would get cars, but a lot of the cars from the festivals, I had them at stock for the longest time because it made no sense for me to upgrade a car to a very random low rank because I didn't get enough kits. Now, granted, once they added the wild cards and now with the direct upgrades and all of that stuff, now cars are much easier to upgrade. So they swapped the mechanic. Now the cars are harder to get, but they're easier to upgrade. Now, for a player like myself that had been playing for this amount of time, it was the best of both worlds because I got the cars easy back in the day, and now I can upgrade them easy as well. But yeah, it's a bit of a thing, right? You just gotta be playing this game for a long time to really see how it continues to evolve, change, and mutate. But alright, I got a first place plus 0, baby, I guess. But yeah, let's see how many Sians did we get over here. Yeah, we got some of those totally legit colored names. Just saying. But there's a Sian by Lemon, Apple on the Sian, Tiani on the Sian, me on the Sian, and Phoenix on the Sian. Oh, you love to see it. We did pretty bad, but hey. Oh, would you look at that? Sian is showing off the DBT hoodie over there. Lovely, lovely stuff. And we are in DBTerra 9, so maybe I'll be able to do decently. You know that I do sometimes decently. Now, to be fair, I did call onto myself some problems by summoning rumors over here that tend to play much better than I do, but you know, it's fine. We're just having fun and talking about the Sian because, again, I wasn't gonna do a second protest of this car. Look, if my previous protest was like of last year or something, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Maybe something has changed, maybe. Whoa, what happened to that dude? What happened with my drift? Oh man, the drift failed. BS, man. But yeah, no, my protest is of earlier this year. It's like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago or something like that. So it's not that old. So all the things that I said over there are still quite relevant, except for the fact that, again, like I said, I made that video back then because it was going to be the car feature in Racing Pass. I'm making this video right now because it's available for tokens. And, well, here's hoping that also GameLove makes some of those cars that I'm missing available for tokens. Oh, look at that fancy decal of this. I missed the ramp. It's fine. Man, I've been wanting to buy that decal, but 200 voucheroonies, that's a lot, man. I don't know that I want to do that. All right, come on. Let's keep the first place at least. Let's go. Nice. I mean, it wasn't amazing. I messed up at the start with the drift. If that drift had worked, I think I could have gotten a much better result, but oh well. We got a first place by Alperen with the Sian. Beautiful. And then there is my Sian, there's Tiani Sian, there's Phoenix Sian, Lemon Sian. And you know, the fun part is that I wanted to make this video showing how the Sian is overused. Well, not overused, but you can see a lot of Sians nowadays. And the only Sians that we're finding are the people that I summoned for this video. But you know what? It's fine. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bit concerned to the fact, with the fact that we are in Munich and it's a 12-player race. This track is already pretty cramped. 12 players, oof. Well, let's see how we do. Ooh, I just saw a Terzo Millennium, beautiful car. You love to see a bunch of Lambos here. Okay. Well, at least it's not Roofway Star something, Roofway something of roof. That track here in Munich, oh god, I hate the start on that one. It's such a mess every single time. Come on. Oh, handling. I'm telling you, the handling on this car, it is not amazing. I'll say that. It's not straight up terrible, but it's a little bit on the heavier side. Well, compared to, again, something like the Centenario. And I know that I keep on bringing the Centenario, but again, the Centenario and this were like the main Lambos back in the day for Class S. So yeah, that's why I can never detach one from the other. Wait a second, is this a top 3 Sian? Is that what just happened? Oh, I need to see it. Come on. No. Sorry, X completely ruined that. with a third sub. I'm kidding. It's cool. We still have Lambo, so that's kind of dope. But yeah, look at that. There's Apple on the Sián. There's me on the Sián. Phoenix on the Sián. We got Tiani on the Sián and Lemon on the Sián. And this individual, Laimis, whoever it is with the Sián. Ah, you love to see it. It might be the wrong Lambo, but still, look at that. Top 3 Lambos podium. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love it. Ah, look at Tiani again with the DBT hoodie. Yep, yeah. As I always say, I do give shoutouts to people that are wearing the hoodie when I see them in my videos and in the live stream. So yeah, just FYI for anybody watching this. All right, we're once again in the Vitera 9, and maybe this is the one where I actually am going to perform great. So I'm gonna shut up a little bit, try to focus on the race and see if my Sian can beat all the other Sians. Unlikely, but let's try. I'm starting in 5th place, so that's not ideal, but again, I gotta... Okay, shut up, DBT, shut up! You said you were gonna focus. Well, at least I didn't wreck there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, I kind of messed that up. No, we're fine. I was gonna say that I don't really feel bad losing to my Vroomers, because, hey, we're a family. And besides, like I said, they are pretty good players as well, so, yep. It's all good. It doesn't hurt my ego. I don't feel bad about losing. You feel bad about losing. But okay, if we could get like a top 3 Sians, that would be gorgeous. But I think that car in front of me, what is that? Is that a Sian as well? It is the Sian. Ooh, please tell me we can get a top whatever of all Sians. That would be that dream. Also, what happened with my music? I feel like my music is not playing. Ah, whatever. I don't have time to pay attention to the music. Hold on. There's the music. Yep, it wasn't playing. Well done, DBT. Oh my god, please tell me that we did it. Please tell me that we did it. I don't care that I got 4th place, but if we got all Sians in the top 3 or more, that would be absolutely gorgeous. Come on. Show me. No, sorry, I messed it up again. Hey, still look at that. Lamborghini Sian, Terzo Milenio, Sian. Okay, you know what? That's still pretty good. Still, sorry, you brought the wrong car, man. You know, I need to have a very stern talk with you. But yeah, no, for real, this was a lot of fun. Thanks to the Vroomers for joining me today. Really appreciate it. And if you guys watching enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. It helps the channel, so do it for DBT. And by the way, we're actually approaching the 25,000 subscribers, so keep in mind that when we get to that point, we're gonna be doing, and by the way, I mean, I'm gonna be doing the 12-hour live stream. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, do it. We're looking for those 25K. But that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.